Hey everybody, hope you had a good day yesterday simplifying the square roots. Today we're going to simplify some more radicals. We're going to talk about simplifying cube roots. If you have any questions about yesterday, please attend the open meet later on around 1 o'clock. And otherwise you can email me the questions. You can write them on the Google Doc that's provided. Please put them on the Google Doc first so that if other people have the same question, I'm not answering it 3 or 4 times. All right. So let's get started with this simplifying cube roots. So take the cube root of negative 128. So the same thing as yesterday, we're going to look for perfect cube factors. So remember the perfect cubes are 8, we have 27, we have 64, so we have 125, 216, so I'm getting these by multiplying or bringing something to the third power, right? 2 to the third power is 8, 3 to the third power is 27, 4 to the third power is 64. So if you think about it, what goes into negative 128? Well, 64 does. Since there's a negative sign with it, we're going to put the negative with the perfect cube factor. So I'm going to say that the cube root of negative 64 times the cube root of 2. And now the cube root of negative 64 is negative 4. And then I still have the cube root of 2. If you do not, you want to pull the negative out. Put the negative with the perfect cube that you're pulling out if the inside is negative so that the negative is in front. If you leave it inside, it'll mark you wrong on the big ideas. So make sure that's what you're doing. All right, for B here, 125 actually is a perfect cube, right? But now we have a variable. We have x to the 7th. So remember yesterday we had a square root. And when we were doing square root, we divided by 2. Now we're doing cube root, so we're dividing by 3. So since this is x to the 7th, well, 7 is not divisible by 3. So I have to take how many away to make 7 into a number that's divisible by 3? Well, if I take 1 away, I'll have x to the 6th. So that's divisible by 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this into perfect cube factors, which would be 125, x to the 6th, and then the cube root of x. So cube root of 125 is 5, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, so I'd get x squared, cube root of x. Alright, so that is the answer to that one. And down here we have the cube root of y over 216. So just like yesterday, we're going to take the cube root of the top and the bottom. So if you have the cube root of a fraction, it's the cube root of the numerator and the cube root of the denominator. The cube root of y will just be the cube root of y. Nothing we can do about that. And 216 is a perfect cube. That would be 6. And for this one, the cube root of 8 is 2. So I have, but not a perfect cube over there. So I have the perfect cubes are 8 and x to the 3rd. And then I'll have the cube root of x on top. It's on top of my fraction. Now on the bottom, the cube root of 27 is 3. The cube root of y to the 3rd is y. So now I just have to iron this out. Cube root of 8x to the 3rd is 2x. Cube root of x over 3y. Okay, and so that is simplifying radicals with cube roots. All right. So let's go ahead and try out these 4 examples. So press the pause button, and then when you're ready, play it, and you will see the answers. All right, so here are our answers. 27 was the greatest perfect cube factor of 54, so the cube root of 27 times the cube root of 2 gave me 3 cube root of 2. The cube root of 8x to the 3rd gives me 2x. The cube root of 2x is 2x. You'll notice with this one, I did not keep the negative in the denominator. If you put the negative in the denominator on big ideas, it'll mark it wrong. you're not supposed to have negatives in the denominator. So since you have a positive divided by a negative, you can either put the negative on top in front of the cube root of a, or you can put it just in front of the fraction in general. But again, if you put it in the bottom, big ideas, it will mark it wrong. And then for here, the perfect cube factors on top are c to the 6th, d to the 3rd, and then 25c stays inside because there's no perfect cube factors of 25. And then 4, because the cube root of 64 is 4. And so then this is my final answer here once I take the cube root of c to the 6th power, d to the 3rd power. All right, this 3 here is part of the cube root. It's not 3 of the d. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. There's a couple problems on big ideas for you to do. When you're done with that, hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and we will see you on Monday.